Does this thing work? Hey, can I get a oh oh Hey, can I get a swoop? Oh, crickety crack. My bones are very healthy. Children, early VOD watchers, this is what you get. Oh goodness, there's someone here. Hello. Hello, yo, lots of numbers. Let me open the Twitch chat. Because I was looking at the Twitch chat on the dashboard. No. Fellas, listen. Overnight I dropped like 4 pounds. This is not good. I mean, it's fine, but like that's a lot of weight to lose overnight. So we just devoured half a chicken and a whole smallish pizza. So I've just eaten about 2,000 calories worth. Delicious. Oh my goodness, my water is empty. Hello, Snowy. I'll be back in just a schmeckend. Also, now I'm hungry. See, here's the thing, right? I've been like accidentally intermittent fasting. Like I don't intend to do intermittent fasting. Thank you. When I'm dieting, I can devour like 3,000 calories in one sitting. 3,000 calories, I'll probably feel like nauseous afterwards. But 2,000 calories, like, yeah, I feel full. But when I'm cutting down, my goodness, it goes down so easy. But what was I saying? Yeah, I've been accidentally intermittent fasting where I'll just eat nothing because in the morning I just feel bloated, even though I've not eaten for ages, and then I'll eat a big lunch or a small snack before gym, depending how early I go to the gym. What am I talking about? There's these 2 songs from Honkai Impact 3rd that I've never played the game, but the songs are banging. Oh my goodness, they're so good. Here, listen to them while I go fill up my water. No, wait, Lord Lee is here. Hello, Lord Lee. Yeah, I need you to critique my Winona gameplay, please. Fellas, is it gay to learn how to sing? Is it gay to express yourself through song? Hello, Jake the Saurus. It is me. Eat a whole large pizza and eat a pound of ice cream and a 2 liter of soda. You see, I'm totally fine with being gluttonous with like whole foods, right? So I ate a chicken. Pizza isn't quite whole foods, but it's, yeah, actually, pizza doesn't really count as a whole food. I mean, could be worse. It was like a thin crust pizza. But being gluttonous with whole foods, I think is like fine. Because like you're gonna eat, for example, if you eat like a kilogram of potatoes, that's gonna keep you full for the whole day. Like you'll be so full. You're not eating more than, like, that's so much volume of food. So that's what I'm all about. Hell yeah. Winter Feast in 2 weeks? Wow! Man. Listen, I'm perfectly content with being a male, but my goodness, I hear female vocals and I'm like, damn, wish I could sing like that, but obviously can't. Fellas, take some, if you take like, I'm not doing this, by the way, but if you take transitional drugs, isn't your voice like the first thing that changes? VOD watch the missing out. No! Oh. You have to practice voice? Ah. Yeah, I've been enlightened that your voice is actually a muscle. And that, like, yes, practicing singing is not just about refining the, like, mental skill, but actually the physical physical aspect that goes along with it. Thing is, I don't know if I have, like, long COVID or something. This was, like, 2 years ago now. Maybe 3 years ago, I forget. Where I stayed at a girl's house who, she, like, vaped. And ever since then, only for, like, a day or two, and ever since then, I've had this recurring, like, cough in my throat. And I swear it's because I was just breathing in so much vapor. It was gross. It was gross. A new sprite of a Winter's Feast Crab King sprite that makes him look like a Christmas tree. That's kind of sick. I hope they use it. A thing you can sing however you want. It just takes a few hundred hours. What, a few hundred hours of editing? Or a few hundred hours of practice? But also, to be a good singer, right? To be a good singer, like a little bit of editing is fine, right? Like, as long as the final product sounds good, I guess. 100 hours of editing, really? To make one song sound good from being a bad singer. Wow. Right. Hello, Lordly. What do you need help with? Life, Lordly. Life. Also, the Wanda video is like done basically. The main body is completely edited, music and everything. It's actually poggin. The only thing to do, I have to make an intro for it, and that's it. I have a funny idea for the intro, so that's fine. Winona. Everyone has different ranges. It depends on what you're trying to sing. Could take longer. I want to sing this, please. Is female vocals. So it's really high pitch. It sounds so cool. Simply dump my bad singing into some AI garbage and it will come out sounding good. Right. I think I was like fishing. I think this run is over. Like I'm pretty sure. Because I forgot the chair. Like a fundamental thing I just forgot, which sucks. Do voice trainers sound incredibly feminine without medication? There is a guy on YouTube who does animation. He does like 10 different voices. Female and male, you can tell it's the same guy. That's very cool. I don't know if I'm built like that though. I don't know if I can do that. Even when I was a kid, my voice was kind of deep. Socialized aspect of vocalization because we tend to absorb it from language people around us. What you're telling me is I need to go move into a house full of girls to absorb a higher pitched voice. Is that right? But also, I should recognize this is a massive budget game because it's a what's it called, where they sell you characters. It's one of those. So like they have a massive budget to make this music, so it's always gonna sound good. Watch Legally Blonde 100 times? Yeah, I sound a bit American because I spent a lot of time in America. Hello, Hunya, hello. Right, I'm blowing up this world. DSA doesn't cause cross-shard issues. Like, it's like fine, honestly. But speaking of surrounding yourself with stuff, I read I don't remember which book it was, but it was like, and they gave an example of, it's kind of horrendous, but it was like, no, there was nothing bad in it. And it was a guy, he was a psychologist or whatever, I forget. And so he specifically not hunted out, that sounds bad, but, why am I choosing one word? He specifically, like, I mean, hunted down is kind of accurate, but yeah, hunted down his wife. As in, looked for very specific things and married her and kept this all to himself. And then he had like the idea of like having kids and then making them all really good at chess. I might be getting the details of this wrong, but making them all really good at chess. But like, but all of this was under the wraps. I'm pretty sure all this plan he didn't tell to his partner. But I mean, it worked. He just put pictures around the house. There were just pictures up of grandmasters for chess and other things, and they just like played it casually with each other. And then all the kids were just. I don't remember how good they were at chess, but they were very, very good at a young age. And it's like, yes, correct. Your environment does in fact shape you. I only said all that because you said something about absorbing language around you. It's great, especially the music. It's so good. I watched like some lore video on it because the music was so good. I was like, I need to learn what they're singing about. And I'm pretty sure Not this song. But the other one song is the old fire, not Hashira. It's like that universe's version of a Hashira. The old fire Hashira dies or something. And the other one is someone else dies who looks like Kazuha from Genshin Impact, I think. I might be getting that wrong though. This is fine, but I had too much problems in longer runs? Yeah, I suppose. Giorl! Ah, yes. Where am I going? I don't know if this is starter biome. It's a beautiful cube of starter biome. That was Laszlo Polgar. He's an educational psychologist. How much of that did I get right and wrong? Please correct me. I'm pretty sure I read that in a book. It might have been like a YouTube video though. Those gacha games, does it have good music? The story is kind of bad for much of them though. But like when you have such a big budget, like I played Genshin for a while. I never spent money outside of monthly stuff. But man, getting all the money from the people who can't afford to spend that money, it goes towards this music, which is just so good. You know, it almost justifies it. You know what I'm saying? Recipe for pumpkin, oats, and white chocolate cookies. I'm about to do a 500 cookie batch next year. 500?! I bought some chocolate because I have lots of flour and sugar from last time I made cookies and I'll need to use it up. I'm truly a don't starver in real life. My cupboards are bare. Like, before I went to the shop today, the only thing in my cupboards was before mentioned sugar and flour and such. And xanthan gum for gluten-free things. Wait, this actually connects? Also, all the best music is hoarded inside video games. I must find it all. All the good music is in video games. And K-pop Demon Hunters. That's where it's all hiding. You can't keep it from me. I will find it. Actually, that one's pretty good. Hold on, give that a like. The good splash art plus bad UI combo is objectively worse, though. The good splash art plus bad UI combo. Ha! What's this? What's in this in reference to? Also, Mr. or Mrs. or they them blue mods. Do you remember the Laszlo Polgar law to correct me if I got it right or not? Because that was maybe a year ago or so. I'm trying to remember back to me reading it or ingesting that story somehow in some way. This is a huge starter biome. This is beautiful. Slash, I probably just went in the correct direction to find it. DST music is banging, given that it's like an indie game. Like there's very little budget. Like with Genshin, they specifically they just hunt down. It's kind of bizarre. They'll hunt down like the top tier industry gamers or musicians and be like, yeah, make us music, please. And it's like almost out of place how good the music is. More berries, please. Oh, on the webcam, it's like completely off. Ugh. Nice. No, Jiggy, move it back. Cahoots? Fast Winona, fast Winona. Ads, I love ads. Right. Because I'm nice, I'll turn the ads down. Because I just crank the ads up when there's drops. Let's see. monetization ads. That's every 20 minutes. There you go. Wow. Generous streamer, wow. Have you watched JoJo? Indeed. I tried to avoid what people said the seasons they liked and disliked. The first season is like bizarre, but it's literally in the name. But it's also quite funny. Like the humor is like way before its time. Like it's very funny. Then season 2 they introduced stands and then that stick. I forgot which season 2 one is. Season 2 is something, then you get like the best one, which is like Stardust Crusaders. That one's cool. Although you do second Stardust Crusaders? Joseph. I'm trying to remember which one's which. Joseph is old and Dio returns. Oh yeah, right, I'm missing one, yeah. Because Stardust Crusaders, the guy, the Captain Levi, I'm pretty sure the voice actor is, he's like egregiously mean. And it's very jarring because Joseph Joestar is a gentleman. So I'm forgetting that one because, yeah, I'm forgetting that one. Stardust Crusader sticks in my mind the most though, but you do get the pattern of, oh, they run into a stand user. Oh, they don't know how the power works. Oh, they figure it out. And then, oh, look, they've defeated them. And so once you recognize that, it gets a little bit stale. But then, like, by the end, it's, like, very epic reveal at the end. But, like, it's kind of one of those reveals where it's just, like, if you thought about it. Was he a gentleman? I forgot, I'm not gonna lie. If you thought about it, I'm like, wait a second. I guess they never told us what his, what Jojo, or Jotaro, I think, his stand does. And it's like, oh. Because it's just like, it's strong, but it doesn't actually have a power until the end, where its power gets revealed. I think. There you go, Mosaic. Oh, Jonathan. Yeah, I'm like forgetting what happened in season 2. So then Stardust Crusaders, then there's the one that was in, like, the town that I forgot. And that one was fine. I think people rank that as the worst one, but I thought it was, like, fine. It was kind of cute. That it was like a bubble inside this one town. And then the villain, I think, at the end was pretty cool. Like, his power was pretty cool. Then what's after that one? Then it's the Italian one. That one's pretty good. Although I expected our main character, like, more to happen related to the previous seasons based on his lineage. But, like, then nothing happens. But I'm guessing, like, that's such a strong point where surely they'll revisit it later. Because, like, they reveal his lineage and then just, like, nothing happens. Like, there's no, like, it doesn't matter. Crashes at a funeral. Yeah, I've forgotten season 2. Then what happens after the Italian one? Is that Stone Ocean? Stone Ocean was neat, but the ending I was just like, oh. So none of it mattered. That was like when the ending happened. I was like, oh, okay. Joseph and Caesar married. Is that I don't remember who that was. Oh, there's a forest over there. Still need to find the mosaic. What happened, huh? Nothing. We're talking about JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. Yes. And how that I've forgotten everything. Oh, there's a forest here. Where's the mosaic at? Oh, it's there. Silly me. The Roger restarted. Why? I like forgot the chair blueprint from the ruins. The pro would have taken me an extra like 3 days to get. I would have to just sit there and do fishing task, and like Winona is already slow. Oh, I could have hammered that to grab the helmet actually. Oops. Won 3,000 points. Excellent. Wow, wow. Real. $178 win bots? Huh? What am I reading? For Crab King, I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna use killer bees. Like, right? Like, you just use killer bees. Like, the cost is so much by using catapults. And I need to do it in a timely fashion. Just like killer bees and then you kill Celestial Champion legit and don't die. Because like catapult and Celestial Champion is pain. And like you need docks to do it properly or something. I forget. Hello, hello. I know my mosaic is. Isn't dock like 5 bananas? The cost I mean is more so like actually finding it. Because it's gonna be, you have to explore like quite a lot of the ocean to probably find it. When new Wanda video, so the Wanda video is like actually fully, it's the main body, so everything after the intro is done. So I finished editing that this morning. But now I need to write and then record an intro for it. And then it will be fully done. I haven't seen a less. Goodness gracious! That's quite the voice crack. I haven't seen a Les Mora stream in ages. What's happened? I think she's still streaming. It's just that I just so happened to clock off IRL by the time she starts streaming. Goodness, time zones. Did Clay say anything about when they predict the End of Shadow update? Isn't the End of Shadow update like the next update? I don't get fed any insider information, so my guesses are based on what I hear from the community, not from like anything else. Oh my god, it's lemon pumpkin. That is quite the flavor. I also bought a massive loaf of bread that I'll have with some soup. Thanks for the subscrimbly bimbly. Welcome. Thank you for the subscrumple. Subscrambly bambly. What would you rate Wickerbottom and Woody gathering explore skill set? Woody can like pick. I mean, Wickerbottom's way better for gathering. The amount of farms she can enable is like ridiculous. Like it's like so much like exponentially better than anything else that anyone else can do, or anything else, any other farm that anyone else can do. Oh, like a combo? I mean, I guess as much as Wickerbottom plus anyone is like really good. Hello, Hadwicks. I think I heard someone say that we can expect a new skill tree in like March. I think what they said is they said no like skill trees until next year. So like March, that like yeah, that adds up. Nice. Can find Mookie for Wicker. Oh, I guess if you wanted to really speedrun making a fish farm, but like in the early game, I think most of in like the early game, Wickerbottom's farms I don't think are that valuable. Because like a fish farm is like, okay, now you have like lots of food, but like you'll just have like in the early game you're like doing a lot of stuff so that you'll probably have enough food for everything anyway. Right, it said raw before I even attacked. Oh, 2 hits from the same pigman. That's crazy. He sensed your intentions. Yeah, I thinking he aggroed onto a spider off in the distance, but then I attacked it, so it will hit me. Yes. Stand user, yo. Yeah. Killer's intent. Krampussack farm I use in every long world. Yeah, Krampussack farm's pretty good. Like, all of her farms are make lots of stuff. Wicker Bottom farm for like blow darts. Whew. A terrarium, eh? What you do, right? You touch the web here, you scoot around, then you touch the web here, and the spiders aren't that mad at you. Never mind, they're mad at me. Oh my goodness. No way am I gonna die this early. I'm getting stuck on nothing. Would it be whack to like eat a mandrake? Would he gather resources? I mean, I don't think that really saved a lot of time in the long run. Oh my goodness, I'm taking way too much damage. Recently watched a Wilson exclusive run on YouTube, thought you at least deserve a prime for that. Can't imagine the work put into that and the time it took. It was such a long run. But it was fun though. Started as a funny idea and I was like, oh no, it's gonna take so long. And it did in fact take so long. Much appreciated coming over, saying kind words, and giving the subscribble. Much appreciated. Shell fragmenter and bone shards are better farmed with boulder bow trees. I mean, depends if you want explosive amount of bone shards. Most farms in the game, like, it's an explosive amount of one resource. It's like a spider farm with like 10 spider nests. You run it like once every like 2 years or whatever, and then you have enough silk and monster meat for everything. And grab the beefalo that's hiding in this biome somewhere. How do the goggles work? Once every like 8 minutes or 6 minutes or something, they activate and they basically just spawn one of those cache boxes, and there's 25% chance of being an advanced cache box. And it just gives you stuff. Like the electrical doodads are good, it saves you resources. Scrap I don't really need. But I want the telebrella and the telepad, really. It just expedites things. Like being able to teleport back to your base all the time is like pretty good. Well, it's only a 3-minute cooldown? Oh my goodness, I thought it was longer than that. Epic. For both headgears. Oh, that's sick. No way, it's right here. You will be Big Pult. Welcome, Big Pult. You remember that one viewer who, when I had low health, they just eat some carrots? Next level thinking, for real. Go out there tooting they pans. Oh, is Chester already full? Goodness gracious. Is that like Moonstone there as well? Oh my goodness. The low percent to give us tail potato, it does indeed. Which is very epic. You ever just have a funny thought? And it's been 5 days after the rift opened? Yeah, sounds about right. Wait, how'd you manage that? Spawned in Deerclops and Bearger within 5 days. I'll share the funny thought. In the UK we have something called a budget. The government they basically announce what stuff they're gonna change. It's like patch notes, but for real life. And the opposite party, after they announced the budget, the opposite party tried to smack talk them. And like they said, yeah, she's been the first female whatever position, but she will go down as the worst. And then she stopped herself and was like, the worst position, and left out the fact that she's female. So it was like you could see what they were going for, but then they stumbled because they were like, she's gonna be the worst wait, we can't say worst female. like what they said, like it was so stupid, and like no one cheered for it. It was so funny. Like I was just there watching on my phone. And I like chuckled because I was like, that was such a fumble. Walter. Like, I only pay attention to politics when they announce stuff that actually matters. And they announce a few things that don't, like, basically, I don't think affects me in, like, any way. They raised some taxes and added new limitations to where you can save money. I mean, put money away tax-free, and it doesn't affect me at all. Okay, repeat the fumble. Basically, we have first female chancellor, I think, in Britain is the current chancellor. And she said that, like, something, I'm the first female chancellor. Very good, very epic. And then the opposing party afterwards said, yeah, she might have said she's the first female chancellor, but she's going to go down as the worst female. But, like, they didn't say female, but, like, she stopped. And this is the opposition, different politician. and like fumbled. It's like it sounded like she was about to say she's gonna go down in history as the worst female chancellor, but like that would be a terrible thing to say, obviously. And so she kind of fumbled her words and then just awkwardly said the worst chancellor in history. But like, if that was your burn, what was the point of the setup? What was the point of the setup pointing out that she's a female? That like that setup was completely irrelevant. Because the setup was purely for the establishing that she's a female, and then she scrutinized her not based on that she's female, which is correct, by the way. You shouldn't be scrutinized based on your gender, but like it's just funny that they put that comparison, then didn't follow through with it. So it just sounded like that's what they were going for, but then just like didn't say it, but that was their message, and it was very awkward. Speaker 65 years old? Nah, in UK politics, at least the ones who scream and shout like a bunch of monkeys in the House of Commons, I think, I don't know, they're all like middle-aged, I'm pretty sure. They're not like ancient like US senators. Or that doesn't mean they're any better. I have like no opinion on politics, other than yeah, people should be able to live a decent life and be able to afford to live. That would be pretty good. Right, listen here, lads. How many pig materials we got? Oh my goodness, so many. Oh, yo, I forgot I had pumpkins. Yeah, but I could only stomach so much of the political live stream, because it just becomes so stupid so fast. It's like you can't tell. It's like, are they actually like? Clearly, they're not stupid, right? Or like academically, because of the position they're in, or unless that was like, you know, they got there for knowing the right people. But like sometimes you're like, are you really stupid, or like are your pockets being filled lined that much by like very rich people, and you're turning a blind eye? Like which one is it? Like which one is it? And sometimes I genuinely can't tell, but it's almost definitely the latter. They're not actually stupid. They know exactly what they're doing. Anyway. Politics are cringe. Simply move to a country where inequality is already taken over so you can live a decent life while having 10 people suffer for you living a good life before your country fumbles. Amazing. Can't ask people that want to live. Well, they've just had a completely different upbringing completely. So they just can't relate. Is basically it. I really don't need this many of these scanners. Have you heard of nepotism? That's when like you get what you have because your parents did good, right? I think I don't think that's necessarily bad, but I went on like a castle tour in Wales, and this super rich guy, I think his business was throwing kids down in coal mines or something, and they mined coal for him. But so he did that, which was like kind of evil. This is back in the good old days when you didn't question throwing kids in the coal mines. And like all around his castle, like it's obviously very expensive and all that, blah blah blah. It's there's like what do you say, like monuments, I suppose, say basically knowing how, like making it very important for his kids' education to know how their wealth was accumulated and all the suffering that had to happen for it to happen, for them to have their wealth, and not to be a donkey about it. Yes, which I thought was very cool. I mean, he still got rich on the suffering of like children, but like at least he was self-aware about it. But he still did it. But like at least he's self-aware about it. But like at least he did it. Coming back in the good old USA, hell yeah, baby. Yo, this is low-key a banger. I'm gonna have to drop this a like. Right, what's next? I guess I can go to the ruins now. I think I have everything. Well, I don't have a telebrella. See their positions as a source of income rather than using it to make positive societal changes. Yeah. What's most bizarre is that, like, there's politicians, they're, like, delivering whatever speech, and they're just, like, insulting each other. I'm like, I can't take you seriously if you're just insulting each other. Like, what? It's so bizarre. But, like, that's just the meta game. Make everyone else put everyone else down to make yourself look better, right? Rather than just actually getting better. That's the game, the meta game of politics. Let me figure out what I'm doing here. Do you have Charlie Flower skills unlocked? I don't. I've gone with Luna because then I can grab all of, well, I haven't got any yet, but advanced cash boxes to get, like, Telebrella, so I can just have teleport network straight away. How are you living not seeing any change that you changed your mind over, like, 30 years? Yeah. Asbestos? Oh, hell yeah. Is Luna Grotto the only source of living logs? One totally normal tree in my world. Tree guards. So you can get totally normal tree, but I wouldn't rely on them. Chopping a dead tree gives a 1% chance to spawn a tree guard, which is like actually kind of okay. Might, if you get bad energy, it might take you a couple of days. And if your world is older, your chances are higher. And then mushrooms, they're really good because you guaranteed as long as you find it, like there will be mushrooms there. But I've had a recent world that was only 2 mushrooms. Then I've had worlds where there's like 6 or 7. Most have like 4 or so, like at least 3, which is enough for me. Also Wormwood. Oh my goodness, I got an email. Right, lads, where we going? What's the world outline? Oh, it's kind of central. I think we're gonna Pig King base because there's a wormhole there. There should be a sinkhole there. How about we the Winona choose? Ah, yes, my Winona choose. Right. I think this is Moonstone over here, so I think I know where Moonstone is. This song is a banger. I'm not, but like naturally, I like the original more because it's the original and I listened to it first. Magic chop off my arm and shove my face full of what? But Glommer poop heals you. It's so good. Hello to Toggle. Yeah, I think the way to play Winona is just go Luna from the start, for real, for real. Nightmare Generator is really good, though. But then as soon as you get Luna, you ditch precise targeting, because, like, you just use planar shot and everything. They'll be British. British? You know what's interesting, though? You know what's interesting? I have the option. I could just leave the country. I have no ties here. I choose to stay here. I could leave and go live somewhere cheaper. And I imagine I'm capable of learning a different language. So that shouldn't be a problem. I could do that. Or like family? I don't have any kids. Go out then, but like, from my privileged position, I make enough money to, like, none of this really affects me. You know what I'm saying? Met like parents? Oh yes, of course. But like, I could visit them. Or, oh my goodness, nearly died. Beefalo, no. Come Turkey? Oh yeah, I went to Turkey on a diving trip. That was... It's neat. I would get very sick of the constant sun though, if I'm being totally for real. Like, it wasn't even summer and I was so over it. It was just always over 20 degrees and I was so over it. Like, even the AC in the hotel rooms wasn't like a break from it, you know what I'm saying? What is this? Because I know this ain't Moonstone. Oh, scrapyard, nice. We just scan a little robot. A lot of cold places, but that's the thing. The UK is actually not that bad. It's like temperate, but you get cold and slightly warm. Mostly cold and miserable though. And like, you know, there's clean water. You don't have to worry about like any food being contaminated. Except horse meat that one time. And probably a few other things that I wasn't alive for. Where's the sun though? True, you can, I mean I saw it like today and yesterday, but yeah, you can go a while without seeing the sun in the UK, which is very funny. Yeah, it's all the same all year except summer where it's hell. And where like, because you're not in like you're not in an autumn, spring, like summer, winter place. You're in a shipwrecked tier weather system where you've got like hurricane season, typhoon season, wet season, blah blah blah. Like that. Can't be doing it. Like anywhere where the weather can kill you, I'm like, well, no, don't move there, obviously. Is there moist in the UK? The UK is always wet, cold, and miserable. Except when it's not, which is pretty rare. But it's something like at least 2/3 of the time it's like raining. And when it's raining, it's like not hot. So it's like actually just cold and sad. Yeah, EU is pretty good. I could get used to the Nordic countries where like it's just cold all the time. Like boreal cold. I saw a living tree. I need to chop that down. In my country, I just saw snowing 4 times in my whole life. I have seen snow a bit more than that, but it was when I was younger, before climate change started destroying the planet. So I haven't seen snow in ages. That's a lie. I saw it like 2 or 3 years ago when I was on holiday, like just like still in the south of the UK, but it was quite nice. It was away for almost my birthday. And it started snowing. It was a Christmas miracle. It was not. It was just climate change, because there was not that much snow. Fight a bat, attacks walls, and proceed to deal no damage. I know, it's so good. It's so good, yeah. Because it means you can trap them. You wait 3 months for a single sunbeam in Norway? Oh no, is it that bad? Okay, maybe I don't want to go to the Nordic countries. Isn't like Norway one of the happiest places there is? Is it Norway? Pretty sure it is. It's like highest taxes, but like also just happiest. And also like 4-day work week. Norway or Finland? Yeah, it's one of those two. Did I check where this wormhole goes? There should be a wormhole here, but I didn't. I don't need that. Should be a sinkhole around here at Pig King. Midwest has randomizer weather, so I can get hot and cold in 1 week. What Midwest is that? That's US, right? Yeah, when I've gone to the US, it's like, it's one extreme or the other. Like, it was kind of crazy. And if you go a little further north, it's like, hey, if you go outside and you're not dressed up properly, you'll die. And it's like, oh, my goodness. Yeah, I don't want that. And that's not even accounting for, like, you know, adverse weather, which is not becoming adverse anymore because of global warming. But yeah, like hurricanes, that's like, yep, you will just die. Oh, I see. Or tear your house apart. Oh, I see. Ways that have happened a lot, but I've never been hit directly myself. Yeah, that's what I've been told by like. I dated a girl from America, and she's like, yeah, there's tornadoes, but like I've never experienced one. I'm like, I mean, good, but like it only takes one. It only takes one, and GG, it's over. Also, I can make a Wobot. Yo. Oh, show me an advanced one. Yeah, otherwise in the UK we literally have nothing. Nothing in the wild can kill you. The weather won't kill you. The people might kill you, but it's so dense that like it's very unlikely you're going to be in the middle of nowhere where you can't get help. Unless you're in like the countryside, I guess. Ooh, Teddy Brella. And there's clean water. Like government kind of poopy, but like at least, well, I mean, obviously corruption, but like the US is on another level that it makes everyone else's corruption look not so good. I mean, it makes it look like, yeah, not as bad because the US is so egregious. Fellas, is it? Good grief. Hello, Nana Hugs. Take shower and stuff when the sirens go off, but it's always like a full city away. I see. It's getting bad like a king. Change your home when the weather. Ah, yes. I know what I was trying to say for sure. Yes, yes. What am I trying to do? Where am I basing? Did I jump through this wormhole or take the dragonfly? Fellas, where are we basing? We're basing Moonstone? I think we just base here. For real. Because then I'm like kind of close to St. kind of close to a wormhole and I don't get bothered by anyone. Yo, that's kind of real. Well. Is actually working toward a fascist regime. A lot of people are upset about it. I mean, everyone should be upset about that. Like, it's like, how could you, if someone asks you the question, like, hey, I think people should be able to live decent lives, and you know, not be discriminated upon, and like inequality shouldn't be a thing. And someone turns to you and says, actually, no, I think those things should exist. Like, you have no legs to stand on. Like, what are you talking about? Yo, fella, this is a gate to make a telebrella. Need one more scrap for one of those. Oh, I need so much more silk. Oh no. Fellas. I've been babbling instead of gaming. Big part of the US is just dumb. Yeah. But like, I mean, that in itself is a failure in the government, but like, perhaps a calculated one? That would be terrible to think. Imagine that. Explicitly making your population dumber so they're easier to manipulate. That's crazy. Good beef. What is this? Talking about real subjects here on the Jixurus channel? Not allowed. Big part of the world is dumb. Yeah, but like, that's not their fault. I mean, maybe for a very small percentage it is, but like, you're a product of your environment. You don't really have much control in the matter. Other than, unless you get educated enough to move yourself away from it, I suppose. But like, that doesn't happen. But here's the thing. You vote for something, right? Right? But like you need to, so government person says, ah yes, I'll do this. You go, oh nice, yeah, that sounds good. That benefits me, cool, I'll vote for you. But then you have to be like, wait a second, they might be lying to me. So even if you are educated, it's like, oh wait, but they might just straight up just be lying to you. Yes, everyone responsible in the end for their own decision. For sure. What do we have here? X or Y for your own problems? I mean... I don't know about that. It like kind of depends on what you're talking about. Because a lot of problems are very systemic and like you genuinely do not have control of it. Oh, what's that? You were born in a poor country? unlucky. Like, that's not your fault. Like, what? Right, I definitely going to make multiple of these. I can drop the doohickeys now as much as I didn't click on it, as much as it pains me to do so. Alright, Teddy brother, but I can't use it. Oh my goodness, I need more gold. So, Mr. Christian lots of numbers, be careful about that ideology. It can take you down a what's it called? Like a pipeline of very much toxic mindsets. Give a dude a hickey? Give a doohickey? What? What is a hickey? I wouldn't know. Sinful, I'm pretty sure. Something only sinners receive. They're kisses from the devil during their sleep. That actually kind of funny. We should start passing that around. That's quite funny, actually. Suck on someone's neck, leave a mark. No. It's when the devil gives you a big old kiss for being a good sinner. Whereas Wendy Guide in development hell is just not ready yet. I think that's enough for a piggyback. Fellas, is it gay, right, to give your best buddy a big ol' smooch on the neck? But purely platonic. Thoughts? Gross, a normal one. Nice musing, thank you. I love my musing. But it boosts testosterone as well as because you're kissing a dude. Yo, it's like you're sucking out their testosterone. Yes, only the wisest Twitch chatters in this chat. My feet hurt. Oh, depends how much neck beard the homie has. Oh. Heading to the ruins a smidge late, but that's fine. Maybe. Why do I look so white on the webcam? What? Man. Let's ride Bullseye. Oh, I have no idea where things are. I'm like in the middle of the thing. Ruins maybe top right? No clue. Right, this time don't forget the chair blueprint. Ads, no, I love ads. Because it makes me money. I did turn them down though, because I'm just so kind. Oh my goodness. Naughty beefalo. Full of naughtiness. $14 carrots, 10 cahoots, all for me. Because they're just so delicious. Oh, never mind, making 18 carrots, baby. Cave raid? We hate cave raid. Yeah, it's just a few bulls. Oh, edited. Ah. Right, I don't need to go to Blue Mushroom. Yo, I don't have any pigskin with me. You know what that means, fellas? We ain't got any helmets. It's fine. We'll just have to loot helmets from the Ancient Guardian. I didn't bring any pigskin. Means also I can't make a fresh handbat, so I have to go find Ancient Guardian pretty fast. No hit runes, or minimal hit runes. Blue mushrooms. Just don't get hit. This is true. Think you're playing Wonder? If I was Wonder, I'd have infinite healing. So I've been scammed. It'd be nice if they dropped nightmare fuel. Which category? I don't think my runs are eligible for like speedrun.com or anything, and I never tried to submit them. I just do it for the funsies and for the videos. This might be a garbage branch. Hello, Rydell. Hello. Nice. Yeah, I need purple gems as well. Yes, attack hutch. Arch will die, but it's fine. Just want some frazzled wires. Oh my goodness, he's chasing me from the other set piece. Why are you still chasing me? Would you like a regular cat rose or the spicy one? It's like, oh, but both are wholesome, but then the cat rose FU is very funny because you think they're being wholesome, but then oh no. But it's quite funny because the idea of a cat giving you the middle finger is very funny. Here you go then. Oh no! He gave me the bad ending. Is that a green gem I see? Good endings are lame. Ah, yes. If you rose, oh my goodness. At least it's balanced. You get something nice and something not so nice. Hey, new to release game this year, Jake. What's your game of the year? I'm about to destroy some dreams. I don't really play games outside of what I do on Twitch. But recently I've been playing Middle-earth Shadow of War again from ages ago. That's a good game. I like that. I'm sure there's plenty of games where I would actually like it if I played them, but I just don't play. I just go back to the same games repeatedly for a stupid amount of hours. Make of that what you will. Too busy with the grind? Well, it's more so like in my spare time, it's like, what would you rather do? This, or this? And like, video games just aren't that high on the list anymore. I remember when I was working a 9 to 5 in Manchester, like when I got back from the 9 to 5, I was like, the last thing I want to do is hop on the pooter and play video games. Like, it's actually the last thing I want to do. I'd rather go outside. And that was a turning point, a breaking point perhaps. But now that gaming is my 9 to 5, I get the best of both worlds. I don't need those fractions. 50 most games you never played? Yeah, I already have that, but not 50 games, more like 10 games. It's pretty neat. Oh, bat, nice. There's a song. Genshin. Wow, streak time. About to streak all over this toilet. What? E33, what's E33? Expedition 33. This is the first time I've heard of that. Interesting. Things. Oh my goodness, must be good. Beat him. I'll beat him with my meat, don't worry. Man, I miss Wanda where it would be dead already. Huh? Well, I didn't say anything. What do you mean? Take his shoes? Oh, hell yeah. That's what it's about. Take his shoes. Ah, died to falling debris. Yo, turn-based RPG is kind of cool though. My first ever sponsor was Knights of Pen and Paper 2. And it's actually a good game. That was years ago. Years ago. Oh, that's kind of good. Just show you my face. Listen, coming from an older person, if you look anything less than like 22, you look like a child. Even with facial hair. Everyone gets younger. That's not fact. I'm just getting older. To the point, right? They're real. There was a girl in Mexico, right? We were gonna go on the same like cruise together. Not cruise, like boat trip. And I could hear that she sounded kind of British. And I was like, but she looks really young though, so I don't want to speak to her because like I'm not a widow because I'm like 28, 27, right? And this girl, she looked like 19, so I was like, yeah, it's kind of weird. I just won't talk to her. And then she started talking to me, and turned out she's older than me. She just looks 19. I don't know why I said that. Oh yeah, because everyone looks younger.
Leeching of sleep for almost 2 full years at this
point.
Oh
hell yeah. Leeching of sleep for almost 2 years at this point. Wait, I thought he bought you 1 year of subscription. I'm confused. Was it not 1 year subscription? Oh, terrible Beefalo. No, Beefalo, this is not the time. Oh my goodness. Oh, everything went wrong. Now it's getting attacked by a bishop. Beefalo, why'd you do this? My helmet's gonna break. I can't defend this stupid Beefalo. Oh, my piggyback is over there. That means it's not gonna... Well, I mean, I've unloaded it, but... It's gonna retain all the aggro. Well, they kicked me off at, like, the absolute wrong time. That's very annoying. It's a new run? I think so. It threw me off at, like, the perfectly wrong time. Which was right as a, right as a rook was charging towards... Oh yeah, the Beefalo just died. Okay. That was really stupid. Kicks me off at perfectly the wrong time. Like, you couldn't have chosen a more imperfect time to get kicked off. Yeah, the Wonder video is actually done. I just need to do the intro and then it's good to go. I finished editing that this morning. Yo, Kinku, thanks for the subscribbly bimbly. Thanks! That run was like probably gonna be decent. I would have been back on the surface quite early. Oh well. Oh my goodness, hype train, everyone hand over your money immediately. 1 year 7, then he bought me another year when that one ran out. Did I thank him for that extra year? Or has it just already been that long that I forgot? Oh my goodness. No way. People were giving me their money. Zizzle Leonard, thanks for the subscribbly bimbly. Okay, everyone, give me your Prime subs immediately. Because it costs you nothing and gets me money. Or you can give it to another streamer, whoever you enjoy the most, yes. I think you forgot. I'm actually the worst. Arrogant streamer doesn't say thank you for subs. This is crazy. Waiting for JD to drop the Wonder vid so they can immediately make it obsolete. Yeah, that's what they'll do. But it's okay. I got like until like what, March, sometime next year before they do skill trees. You forgot that you thanked. Oh right. No way. This Daniel has subscribed for 2 months. Oh yeah. Here, take all my money, free.
Here, take all my money.
Yes. Thank you for the subscribbly bimbly. Oh my gosh, level 1 hype train complete. Wow! 9 months at this point, so I don't blame you. I see. That's how long it took for Benedict to come out of the womb. Wow. And he got dumped straight into a bakery. Straight to work. Yes. So Benedict, when are you going to open up your 5,000 bakeries that I can eat for free in all of them? Yes. I don't know. Make it snappy, lad. You'll be rich and I'll be full of bakery stuff. Yes. Pastries. Internship? Hell yeah. A paid one, I hope. I mean, to be fair, like getting any kind of leg in the door in any industry is good. No. How long is the internship for? Is it for like a season? Or is it like for a whole year? A month? Oh, yeah, that's totally fine. Because then you have something to say that you have experience. You know what I'm saying? That's like good. And then you can build off of that. Very epic. Do you enjoy it? Are you working like front of house or are you doing the baking? Or a mix of both? I say front of house at a bakery. I don't think that really exists. But you know what I'm saying? Working the cashier. I'm baking. That is very epic. So you're actually getting relevant experience. That's very cool. Might even offer you a part-time job. Yeah, I mean, I guess. Hot tip for all you lads. Coming from someone who's professionally unemployed, right? Here's a bit of nonsense. Oh, thanks for the 100 bitties. Yummy. Coming from a professional unemployed person, don't be scared of hopping jobs. On average, that tends to the most amount of increased pay. Where you jump ship, go to a different company, then you go back to the same company, and then you get offered a bigger salary because you had the confidence to leave, so you recognize your own ability. Yo, Freckled Farmer, thanks for the 9 months of Scrimble. Wow, baby when? Halfway through level 2 hype train. Whoa! It's something a bit different. Place in July, and they offered me weekends. Oh, that's cool. Less people contact. I can go a full workday without talking to anyone. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of legit. I can wake up, do job, stay in my dressing gown, never leave the property, and day's done. But I always do because, you know, sunlight is good. 2 days without saying a word. So I don't think I can go quite that far. I usually have to say something because, you know, streaming. Or talking to yourself while you're editing to stay sane. Yeah, the one thing that I'm down with AI, right? They use AI to replace some civil servants, right? And they lay them off. And when they lay them off, that extra budget gets dispersed to everyone as universal basic income. It sounds kind of legit. Although that probably won't happen because it would be not very equal. People who have enough and then get universal basic income on top of that. Forgot the last time you spoke? Nah, I talk to myself too much. Editor life, yeah. Any computer job where, like, I would say software dev, but that's really not any. I mean, most software dev jobs, like every morning or like lunch or evening, afternoon, you're on a meeting talking with your team. I mean, the extent of that might be nothing on my end, and that's it. And 3 words, and then wait, 4 words. Sorry, damn, counting's hard. Stay in school, kids. Is it a normal DSD playthrough or a kind of speedrun? It's kind of normal, but like I'm very much prioritizing the speed. So I'm just going for Celestial Champion first. I just want to make a time gate of kill Celestial Champion between day 30 and day 35 so I can kill Crystal Diclops. Why you zoomed into the max? Does this hurt you? Fine, I will zoom out. Oh my goodness, get distracted by random steppies. Hype train success, yippee! Nice. Yo, let's open up this hype chest. Wow. Choo choo. I literally never am zoomed in unless I build. I see. Wait, is that? No way, it's a kitty cat. It was all worth it. Looks like he's moonwalking. Why are there no gold rocks in this biome? I'm so sad. The meteor part is just non-existent. Eating some cinnamon cookies. Yummy! Fellas, what's the best cookie what's the best pookie, huh? What's the best cookie flavor? Brownie? No, cookie flavor. Brownie flavored cookies. Question mark? Chocolate chip? Yeah. Chocolate chip or salted caramel, for real. With like, with chunky sea salt on top. I made some gluten-free ones which had chunky sea salt on top. Oh! This is months ago, but like it was so good. Snickerdoodle. Who out doodling their snickles? What? Classic Oreo? Overrated. If I'm being totally for real. Lemon? Like, it doesn't sound like it should go together. I say I don't like lemon. Dulce de leche clears. This is true. I was in Buenos Aires, and that is their claim to fame. Also, I was told, or I'm misremembering. And that dulce de leche ice cream was like toenail biscuit. What am I reading? That was pretty good. Get distracted by random set piece. Getting the helmet on day 2, hell yeah. Not a fan of caramel, my teeth don't like it. Yeah, that's true. It's kind of gross on the teeth, but like, man, so good. Is that a slasher reference? Oh, actually, it's a James Bucket reference. Pumpkin cookies? I never had them. How does one make pumpkin cookies? Gingerbread cookies covered in chocolate? That does uncode a cool memory. Gingerbread cookies covered in chocolate. I'm gonna have to try all this. I'm gonna be making cookies for people for Christmas. That is my my yearly gift to people to acknowledge their existence. It's more than that. I'm just being silly, but yes. Pumpkin 2 honey and a filler. You're so funny though. You're so funny. Hello, Redef. Thank you for the 9 months of scribbly bibbly. Don't forget Chair Shadow today. I will try. But I may fail. Oh my goodness. The toolbird is about to get frogged. I don't want to sit here and wait for it to get frogged. It will take too long. I would like it to meet though. How long will it take for this toolbird to get frogged? No way, it just got frogged. That's crazy. Ads. I turned the ads down. I'm a kind streamer. Why ignore me? I don't see what you said. What did you say? Could you repeat the question or whatever you said? Yogamon just arrived. What you plan to do? Oh, I didn't see that. I'm planning to not die. To not starve and don't starve, yes. Yo. Banger. Oh, it's a cover. Gross. My right shoulder slightly hurts. CC Rush? Yes. No good game discounts on Steam Black Friday. Tragic. But like, how does this song, it goes so hard so fast. You expect some build up, but it's just instantly a banger. It's crazy. Hogwarts Legacy. I've heard that's solid. Any kind of RPG we can do specific builds is quite neat. $85% off. Goodness. Game of Demon Hunters? It is. It's a cover though. Need a beefy PC? Oh, you do. $16 gigs of VRAM? Isn't that like extremely unheard of? What do I have? 4060? I have a 4060 and yeah, I ain't got that. I don't think. I got 32 gigs of normal RAM, but not 16 gigs of VRAM. That's crazy. What's the standard these days? Like 4 or 8 gigs? Maybe 8 gigs? I think I got the 4060 because it had like 12 gigs of VRAM rather than 8 or something. Because for editing, VRAM is nice. 1 gig of VRAM. Ah. Why too zoomed out? Oh, I can't win. Game very unoptimized. I see. I have 16 gigs. That's a lot of gigs. Wow. Can I download some of your RAM, please? Oh, I forgot I was meant to have this on. May have missed a box or two. I don't even edit videos. I mean, oh my goodness! Look, guys, I got a advanced one. Nice. Telebrilla unlocked. What did you want to say? I forgot. What did I say? Could start every world one unique item. Which would it be? The most useful and OP item? It'd probably be like a walking cane or a Krampus sack, right? Oh my goodness! Les Moore is here! I was talking about you earlier. Hello, Les Moore. How's life? Are you enjoying life? Fellas. If you watch a Les Moore stream, you know how when you see like a cute kitten, right? And you're just like, that's watching a Les Moore stream. Real. Too sweet. I will simply explode. Yes. About to drive 29 hours. 29? Any Americans in chat who will be like, oh yeah, we're going on a day trip and they're driving 29 hours. Why not just take a flight? Man, I was with an American family. They said, we're going on a day trip to the lake. And I was like, okay, cool. It's like a 4-hour drive. 4 hours? Day trip? By the time you get there, it's time to go home. Because, have you seen our airports lately? Yes, I went through New York at like 7 a.m. It was really busy, but I still got through security in like less than half an hour. It was pretty cool. What airports did I go through the US? Salt Lake, New York, and then it was all South American airports. Actually, it was only 2 American airports. I've never had a bad experience with an airport except in Turkey, where it was just really busy. But it wasn't Turkey's fault. It was the British people's fault. The amount of British holidays was crazy. Oh yeah, right. The government shut down and public workers are straight up just not being paid. I totally forgot. Yeah, that's totally valid. When the government comes back, right? Does it I'm guessing it will back pay all of the like public servants, right? Because if not, that's kind of whack. At the very least. Fellas, I need some more gold. Krampus sack or walking cane, one option only? Yeah, I don't know which one I'd take. Probably walking cane. I don't know. Krampus sack you can get piggyback and that's pretty close. In this economy, dude, listen, you have to think of things like value. And what do you get for paying for a flight ticket? Assuming that you can actually get the flight. You save a ton of time. And time is the resource you cannot get more of. Unless you take care of your body in that. But gross, who does that? Meanwhile, we have a nurse in the chat. Nurse practitioner, I believe. I forget. I drive around 40 minutes with public transport to school. Yeah. Like, listen. When the one time I did get employed, I specifically rented a house, like, a 10-minute bike ride from my office. Like, if I had a job where I had to commute, I would specifically move, like, close to it. You lose so much time every day to commuting if your commute is more than, like, 10-20 minutes. Like, it's like an hour of your day, which is, like 5% or so of your waking hours, at least, dedicated to transport. That's crazy. Because, like, you could just not. Yeah, in 2 ways. So, oh my god, another advanced cash box. Yippee! Okay, that's sick. I just need a normal one now. Not professional, we can only borrow up 20 KPO, which is laughable in medicine. Made nurse not a real job. What? You know what's crazy? Essential jobs that, like, don't get compensated enough. That's crazy. Actually, in America, it might be a bit different, because I saw a gnarly chart of, like, I forget if it was per capita or per, I don't remember what it was, if it was based on population, but it's like the US has like got the most expensive, like, medicine, like, hospital, like, sector. Most expensive with the least amount of people who get cured. It wasn't the least, but it just wasn't at the top. And it was the most expensive. That's kind of crazy. Cries the nurse practitioner. It's over, dude. It's over. Time to become a YouTuber. So instead of saving lives, you just talk to people on the internet. I gotta get ready for work. Have a good day at work. Alright, where did that wormhole take me? Oh wait, that took me to Moonstone. Nice. Okay, we know where Moonstone is. Sick. Goodness. My mum was nurse practitioner, but if she was going to school today, she wouldn't be able to because of the restriction of loans. Yeah, isn't that weird? Like, that's so backwards. I think the UK's loan system is, like, kind of solid. It's, you borrow as much as you need because it's based on how much income you have or your parents have if you're younger. And so, and like, you always, so they'll pay for your tuition and you can borrow for maintenance, so like live and stuff, based on how much your parents make. The idea is that give you money if they have enough. And then that is your debt then after whatever you loaned. but you only pay it back if you earn over a certain threshold. And even then, you only pay back 1% on that, like over that threshold. And this is like good because it's like, the idea is if you go into university and from that you got a good job, so you earn over a certain threshold, you start paying back your loan. Makes sense. But if you become a stay-at-home parent or you just didn't get a good job, I say a good job, you didn't get a job that paid above the threshold, then you don't pay back the loan. I mean, I paid back the loan, but like it's never going to get paid off. There's so much interest on it. So, goodness, this is kind of loud. So what ends up happening is it's not like a loan that you'll pay off. It's just an extra tax that I have to pay for going to university, but like worth it. Like worth it. I wouldn't go back and not go to university because you grow so much as a human. Hello, Nuffzed. First time I caught you live, just got into the game. Appreciate what you do. Thanks. I appreciate you being here and giving me kind words. You need to find picking. I was allegedly based on income as well, but they're pretty much always going to say you make enough to not qualify. But in the US, the like student loans are like, how do I word it? It's like, no, you actually owe that money and you have to pay that back. With the UK, it's just not like that. It's like if you earn over a threshold, then yeah, you pay a percentage, but like it gets written off after 30 years. You have no pressure to overpay or anything. So it's like a proper good like investment into the the population. But like, I'm pretty sure the EU do it even better. The EU just say, yeah, we'll pay for your tuition and we'll pay you to go to college. Like they give you a small allowance and they pay for your tuition. So that like just everyone goes to college because naturally you don't want to go to college. Because you get to go move out of your parents for free and get more free education, which is kind of good. Oh my god, it's another advanced cash box. Oh, it's about to be dark. Goodness. But I might have got that wrong. I actually already have this, so I can drop that. I need a normal box again. Any beefalo? How are you gonna afford the gem cost of teleporters early game? The gem cost of teleporters? It doesn't cost any gems. Energy cost, just nightmare fuel generators. Nightmare fuel can, it depends on the distance, but it can take quite a few hits from a teleport. Getting back to DST on PC without skins, nice. Not pay back US student loans, but they're difficult to qualify for. It is true that you have to pay them back though. Yeah, like doctors' loans where it's like their balance is like over 100k. I'm like, I mean, actually, yeah, I mean, for us, like my student balance loan, what is it? I did a full course, so it's like probably 40, 50k or something. But yeah, like doctors, it takes at least double the amount of time I spent at university, so 100k loan, that makes sense. But also like doctor in the US, like you'll be fine. But you know what the funny thing is, not funny actually, kind of bad, but you take out the student loan, you do the college, but then you fail, like you're not smart enough. Oof, unlucky, you know what I'm saying? Got the student loan and you didn't get the degree. Is there a fallback option if you fail? Like, do you become a less qualified doctor and do something else? World named John. Join if you love Jesus. Amazing. No Jesus allowed in PlayStation. Don't think there is. That is kind of tragic. Living is not very long, but it's so crowded. If I want to go somewhere, it takes about 30 to 40 minutes. Yeah, I mean, I can't, I have, when I lived in Manchester, I just took a bike everywhere and it took me like 10 minutes to get to work, so I can't really comment. But like a bike, you don't really get obstructed. I'm a vet or a dentist, shaky. Man, if I became a doctor, I would not be working in the UK. They get paid so little. Go to the US and make bank. For real. You repeat and pay for another year? Yeah, I guess you just have to double down. What a very wonderful place right now. Real. I mean, I can't complain. Like, living is slightly more expensive, but I'm fortunate enough that it doesn't really affect me. But then saying that, I have no kids and no partner. And a 2-bedroom apartment. Like, I don't really have, like, all that much. I mean, that is a lot, but you know what I'm saying? I don't have a crazy amount. I don't have a lot. I don't have anyone to support except myself. You're renting or bought? Bought, but, like, it has a mortgage, of course. You get banned here if you say Jesus? Nah, I'm just kidding. Did you get a baby cat? Mr. Scruffles. I do not own Mr. Scruffles. My mum owns Mr. Scruffles and she has him. Can you afford to live in a shared room here in Canada? Oh yeah, Canada property prices have got annihilated, right? But also, like, many times I've considered, like, I could just, like, sell/rent out my place and go live in shared accommodation because it sounds, like, pretty fun to, like, live in a house full of professional single people. But, like, that's because I have an apartment, so therefore now I don't value it because I have it, right? Alright, cool. We got Telebrella and the Telestation. I am trying to get to Pig King. Clean and have common sense? Yeah, and I hear that's hard to come by. What was funny though, there was a house share that it was like like 8 or 10 person house share. And it was in a very expensive neighborhood close by to me. I'm not in the expensive neighborhood, but it's close by. And it actually said, like, actually it was kind of a good deal. It was like a reasonable price. Like, it would cost less to live there than it would to, like, pay a mortgage, right? And and it was like it was a mansion, like eight bedrooms, like. And it's not like a house where they like split the living room into 2 bedrooms and then you only have like half a kitchen. Like, no, it's a full house and it's full 8 bedrooms. Like, that's kind of crazy. Huge house. But also, if you own that house, like, obviously it's worth a few million, but like, if you own that house, 8 occupants paying like 800 quid a month, it's kind of good. Your mum, like, don't starve. Does she like any character? She only knows about RuneScape, really. But like 8 people, yeah, but like it's a mansion though, and you would barely see each other, and it's like a mansion, which helps. Like, huge. It's not listed anymore, it got snapped up, but like, yeah. Fellas, where are the pumpkins at? Pumpkins, please. Rather live on a mountain? Yeah, I met someone who lives in a van. And he described it, and I was like, that's pretty cool. And also this guy lives in London, so like, actually, that's extremely legitimate to live in a van and work in London. London wage and then have no, like, very little outgoings, that's very legit. But then I got back to my apartment and I was like, I don't want to live in a van. Even a big van. I can't be doing it. I would feel constantly crushed. But the idea sounds cool, but I don't think I would actually do it. And it's something where you have to kind of fully dedicate to it. Because the point of living in a van is that it's cheap, right? And you don't pay, like, property taxes, effectively. Or not effectively, you just don't pay property taxes. And so you'd have to fully dedicate yourself to it, as in sell the property that you do have. And then he was telling me about one of his friends who went for the van life. But like, then he said the friend, like, just like, bought a really expensive van and cost them like 50 or 60k. At which point I'm just like, that's a down payment for a house. Like, It's like people. It's funny in many aspects of life. People just rediscover the wheel. It's like, whoa, I can save money by not buying a house, and they buy a 60k van. It's like, dude, the point was you're gonna save money, and now you just spent like the down payment of a house on a van. Like that's just stupid. Sinkhole, please. Van's own, so no monthly payments left. But like, here's the thing though, like, so a car specifically is an asset which, the value only goes down. It only goes down as soon as you drive a car out of the showroom. Its value is cut off, like a third of the value is cut off. With a house, I mean, with property, in general, on average, it's gone up like 1% above inflation worldwide on average in the last like 90 or 100 years or whatever. Of course, massive deviation depending on country and timing and such, but in general, that's what you're going to get. And you do need to upkeep property as well. But yeah. So, but yes, you're right with the monthly payments. It's significantly cheaper to run a van. But then if that van's gonna die in 10 years, then you have to spend 60k again on a new van. You know what I'm saying? Stop talking about economics. Can't you tell your people are starving? You're right. But also each to themselves. I see videos of people that they like wake up and they're like on a mountain. Like that's kind of cool. Or they're like just parked up next to a lake or something. That's pretty neat. More maintenance in the house? Yeah. I mean, if you're like a mechanic person, then like, hell yeah. It's a shame that I don't have Chester. I have like too much garbage here. Eat all of the pumpkins. This is good for like if you want to explore the world and you can work online. Yeah. It's like I mean, effectively all it is at the end of the day is just saving money. Rather than owning a property and a van, you own a van. Buffalo has farted. Bank has become so worthless that having a part-time job with foreign income is better than a normal full-time job in my own country. It's very funny. Yeah, I mean, it's very sad. That's just, yeah. When I was in Argentina, the person showing me around there was telling me about it. I learned a lot about it. It's like crazy, the levels of inflation that hit Argentina. And like the amount of just like unfairness, like you couldn't avoid it. Like the government and caused banks to freeze things such that you just couldn't avoid it. It's crazy. Buy a house and a van. If I'm being totally real, right? Not by saying I don't regret buying this place, right? But also, if I'm being totally real, having the ability to say no thanks, and then within 1 month you've moved somewhere else, that's pretty cool. That amount of freedom is very epic, and you only get that with renting. If you buy, you have to fork out at least a few thousand to be able to sell it, plus the time you wait. Plus, even if you do have a seller, you then have to wait for the legals to go through. So it costs you not only the legal fees and such, but it also costs you the time, which does have a monetary cost. Because all that money tied up in your property could have been like invested or whatever. So like, yeah, it does have a very real cost. And even I wasn't fully, I mean, I was fully aware of the cost of owning. But then once I actually did it, I was like, oh yeah, it does actually cost something. Like, it costs more than just the mortgage payment. If him and his wife bought a school bus, they were turning into a livable space they could drive around and chill. That is amazing. Is it not some kind of restriction of driving around a massive vehicle? I guess if you have the license. If one advice to someone that is starting DSD speedrun, what would it be? Turn off lag compensation. Doesn't spike prices on a whim. Yeah, I mean, you'd hope that there's rent control such that... I think they're bringing rent control into the UK where, like... It's just, like, basic stuff that probably should have been there forever, since forever, which is, like... You can't increase the rent more than X% per year, and it's like, yeah. Isn't rent generally worse if you want to settle down in a specific place? General rule, which I think it's very simplified, but I think it works. If you're sure you're going to be in a place for, like, at least 3 years, but more like 5 years or more, then yeah, sure, buy. If you don't know where you're going to be, or you know you're going to move in the next, like, 1 to 3 years, just rent. Or if you, like, really want to stay at a place and you think you're going to stay there, but you're not sure whether to buy or rent, if you buy, you secure that you will actually own a property there and you won't get priced out. Because if you stay in a town and you rent, and the town pops off economically and it pulls in a bunch of talent, now all this talent that has a higher wage than you need to rent as well, you get priced out, so you can't live there anymore. But if you bought the property, you can't get priced out because you already own it, and your house value would go up. But that's just luck of the draw. And slash, if you're not part of the economic boom, you can just go move somewhere else. What if I were not short? I wouldn't know. I'm also short. But in general, over the long run, I mean, if you do the stats in the long run, as long as you rent a relatively, what's the calculation? It's basically a calculation where if you rent, and if you look at a house that you want to buy, then go find the equivalent in rent, you work out the total non-recoverable cost of both renting and buying. And like if renting will usually have a lower non-recoverable cost. And any difference between the two, you invest the difference. Then at the end of like 30 years, if you rented plus invested, you would have more money at the end than if you bought a house and not invested. You know what I'm saying? But that has a massive assumption on it, which is it assumes that you are a robot and will always put the excess money you saved from renting in the long term into investments. And you didn't mess up the investments, and you didn't like pull them out or whatever on a whim. So it assumes that you did all of that correctly, which you won't because you're a human. Except you're me. And if you're me, I'm not perfect, but my investments, I've not changed them at all. I buy the thing and I go, cool, and I never touch it. Even if the market goes down, I go, oh, cool. Now it's cheaper, so then I buy more. So so like that example, I am that example. Except I bought the house, I bought the flat anyway. I guess you know real life subjects, only a little bit. Just buy index funds and never look at it. Yeah, exactly. Although, so I have not financial advice, although this is solid guidance. No, it's nothing. I'm not an advisor and this is not guidance. But yeah, I have my personal portfolio is 80% global index funds, 10% global, 10% or 80% one global index fund, 10% another global index fund, but it's value weighted. Then the other 10% is small cap value weighted, global also. So all of it's global, but 20% of it is value weighted, and 10% of that is small value. Well, half of that, 20%. So 10% total is small cap, rather than large, mid, mega. Fellas, I need more gold. I need Chester. Surely this is a big village. When I was in Vancouver and I was looking at houses, it's like ridiculous to try and buy a house there. Oh yeah, there's some places where it's just completely unreasonable. It's like, I would not be able to go to London and buy a place. I would not be able to go move to any major city in the UK and be like, yeah, I'm going to buy a place. Like, no, it's just not going to happen. Unless, like, I bought, like, a flat. But, like, I don't need to. So I stay in small town. It's much cheaper. If you stay in a small town, you have peace, I guess, but usually I'm like, you know, lucky that I don't need to be in a city to do my job, right? But usually if you want big PP job, you have to, usually you're in a city or you own a business in the small town, which are quite few and far between because, you know, it's a small town. Or you're like just remote work, which is also good. Oh yeah, and driving is just like a necessary life skill. You need to learn how to drive. You just need to. I see people who are like in the early 20s, mid 20s, late 20s, and they don't, or both. They don't have a car and or don't drive, like don't have a license. It's like, what are you doing? You're like just setting yourself back. The investment into driving lessons and getting your license is like worth it. Literally opens up opportunities, like literally. Fellas, I need inventory space. Pig Village should have a mini swamp, right? PP jobs mostly also have online alternatives. Yeah, if I'm being totally real though. Unless you have like strong strong connections to clubs or whatever, most of your friendship groups are gonna be people you work with. So I would advise you should get a job where you have to go somewhere in person, if I'm being totally for real. I'm lucky in that I have strong family connections and I can make friends kind of easy. And even then, I will sometimes seek a bit more connection than I have. But yeah, if you were like worked fully remote and you didn't have any connections, like you'd get very lonely very fast. And yeah, one of the key things, this is the key of happiness, boys. You need purpose, eat good, exercise, and have connections. As in, like, family and friends. That's it. That is life. If you start breaking any of those rules, it will be noticeable. So whenever someone complains about their life, I like to, not like to, but I'll like kind of be like, are they breaking any of those? And usually they are. Usually it's exercise and eating. They're not doing them. Or eating the wrong stuff. You forgot about Smash? I mean, that's kind of just like included in connection. USB port connected, sorry. Good grief. Why is it day 6 and I don't have like silk? Hey Chester. Driving's cringe and expensive and not even country. Oh yeah, driving is expensive actually. So use public transport if you can. While I was in Manchester, I specifically chose not to get a car and I just biked everywhere. Except when I went on vacation, then I rented a car. How many years? Super in the boonies. You see, in the UK, everything is so close together that like, even if you're in a small town, you're still pretty close to a major city. Where, I mean, actually, I'm not that close to be honest. But like, an hour of driving will take me to a city. Yeah, I bought my bike for like 100 quid in Manchester, and then I sold it during COVID for like 150 profit. I mean, if you include inflation, it's probably wasn't that much profit, but still. Also, I think Chester might be in here. Terrarium. So cheap second hand, they're always worth it. Yeah, I should probably pick one up. And if I stored mine, I guess I could just store it in my parking spot. Like, my car is in my parking spot, but I could just tie it to the post there, like with a lock. That would probably work. Can't imagine anyone would complain about that. Had to make sure not to run it over with the car, though. Your beef is dying? It's I was running away to unload it. Chesty, where are you hiding? I don't know if he's here. Not convinced. That's a shame. Would have been nice to have him. Doesn't Chester only appear there's road going through? I think you might be right. Alright, now I just need silk for a piggyback. So I need 6 silk. Is that right? Every single time just appears. Yeah, I think that's right. I forget. Like I recognize it when I see it, but I forget the rules if I'm not looking at it. You know what I'm saying. I wish driving is expensive so you get less traffic. That's the thing though, even if it's expensive, it's still just so essential that it's worth the cost, even if that just keeps climbing. Oh boy. Why did none of you drop silk? Make driving so expensive that there will be eventually no more new drivers and the roads will die out. Ah, yes. Yes, simply. I need silk for a bunch of... Yeah, I need another 7 silk. On top of the 6 for the piggyback. Because I need to make trusty tape. Country is full of vehicles and people without license. Interesting. You know what's interesting about the US? If you don't have a car, you just like die. You just can't go anywhere if you don't have a car. Like, it's crazy. In the UK, like, you're fine, just take public transport. If you're in the EU, don't worry, just take public transport. Oh, you're in the US? Death. Alrighty, it's time to bass. Just generally cooked, yeah, or you'll just be stuck in your hometown forever. Bright purple, what is that? Ooh. Road size, large, default. Any tips for managing the item bar? No matter how I set it up, things get out of hand. I'm always having to pause to find things. I put basic resources over on this side of the inventory because you never have to actually touch it. You just use it for crafting. All the equipable stuff here. I just put tools down here. But then once I've like passed the starter phase and I'm into the ruins, you just cut out all the stuff other than basic stuff. So you need like light, armor, weapon, and food. There's only 4 things. So that's 4 things you essentially need. And then after that, it's all just, like, you don't need anything else. Alright, let's slam down a base, shall we? I'm just gonna base like here. Ooh. Could do Pig King. Lunaran's probably over there. Oh, I think Chester is around here somewhere. Bit late, but oh well. I just saw that thing. Yeah, Chester's gonna be around here. That answered my question right as ad started up. I didn't get to hear you. Oh. This is very tragic. Let me know when the ads finish. Stuff you don't need to click on over here, so like crafting, weapons and tools over this side, but ultimately you just need light, food, armor, weapons. It's 4 things. Those are the only things you essentially need. No Rocky Road Chester? Yeah, there was one. He was just off the path. Just the... There was it here, but he was just off with the frog ponds. Frog pond and bugs biome, like Chester's always going to be there, basically. I don't know if a biome overrides that. I have 10 doohickeys. Wait, didn't I find the scrapyard? No, that was the other run. I didn't find the scrapyard. Okay, I can't make Winbot. That's fine. You saying ooh woo? Yo, I can make a butterfly farm with catapults. That's so legit. That is not legit, but it is funny. With DSA, you can drop things so fast. It's so satisfying. Seven pigs into a beef before you transfer to a qualifiant? Yo. Ooh, that's so expensive. Oh yeah, right, I need this as well. Niter logs and more tape. What was I looking for? Working a job at 3 a.m., but I had to explain to them that public channel doesn't ride that early. Oh, you really are baking. Wow, you're like baking before they open. That's cool. I'll give you a free point. You replace all the turf on iron with wooden flooring? No way. You go mine some normal rocks, but there's none nearby. Oh, there's some over there. What do we have here? An advanced cash box. Are you kidding me? Yo, domestication is really that low? At least the saddle doesn't loot durably. Full moon, but now finished at 2 p.m. That's good. I just wanted to ride him over here to mine those borders. Such a terrible beefalo. The country has most viewers on YouTube? US by far. It's like 2/3 US. I think. That's the case for most people. Is it ruins time? It should be. It's day 8. I just need to make a generator. Imagine that you speak fluent German quite often. True. I do have a sizable Brazilian audience, surprisingly. Like 14 or 15% Brazilian. Now what you have to do on it unlocks cash boxes. This just spawns in cash boxes and gives me free stuff. Basically. I'm from Brazil. Oh, hell yeah. Still be getting content update and all skill trees. I asked since I'm new to the game. It's about 10 years. So far it is. I don't think they'll ever give up on it. I mean, I guess at some point. But like, while it still gets updates, I'm gonna keep playing. Finish getting updates. I mean, it's kind of like if they do that, they're saying goodbye to all the skins revenue, right? So I don't know if they'll ever do that. At least fully. Alright. Pigskin, don't need this. Hi, Beefalo. Let's get out of here. Yo, Leoxy, thanks for that subscribely. Much appreciated. Welcome. 10 more years, you reckon? Still on snails? I do, but I was like, well, can I have my stills? She's like, no. So she likes taking care of them. There's still a part in my, like, there's a bit in my living room where there's just like an obvious big gap. I think people would probably put like a chair there and a little coffee table, but like I could put like a bookshelf and then put the snails on top of that. Because then on the wall there is like my world map for all the places they've been marked with like pictures around the edge. It's kind of cute. A nice talking piece. Thanks for the 9 months of subscribely bumbly. Oh my goodness. Cahoots. I'm test sailing. No. Is it dungeoneering but on the ocean? It would be kind of neat if it was just dungeoneering but on the ocean. Though it's worse, oh my gosh, I love dungeoneering, even though it was like not a skill, it was a minigame, but still. It's like dungeoneering is like the first skill where I looked at it and I was like, this is just like, you've like arbitrarily packaged it as a skill when it just isn't that. Not to get bucked off. Oh, I'll try. Oh, my hand bat is like not fresh. Oh, that's a shame. Oh well. Kill Ancient Guardian with a not fresh hand bat. Pain. Sailing is just mini games. Oh, really? You lost your Matscape, get it back. Yeah, right. Yeah, it's I have lost valuing things like that. Too fresh, my lobster too buttery. Ah. Man, this handbat is gonna be stale before I hit Ancient Guardian. This is gonna be very lame. Oh, I'm so smart. I just didn't put the tele-transport station down. Hold on. I could kill bunnies and hope for meat, but it's only like a 33% chance or 40% chance. They reset a little bit ago. Bunny drops are good. Yeah, 2 carrots and a meat. That was ridiculous. I could go back up and kill catcoons for fresh meat as well. It's getting kind of late though. I don't have nightmare fuel to put in the generator, but it's fine. It will probably last. It'll do 1 teleport at least. Thanks for the follow. Blueberries love beefalo. And the other way around. You think you'd go check out Alpha Point? Probably not. I really don't have any interest in it. Like more so like my creative juice for old school RuneScape just like dried up. I just didn't have any more ideas, so I just got bored of it. And like a new skill being introduced doesn't really spark anything. Like the only thing that you could like do guides. I'm sure there's plenty of people who do that, and even then like that wouldn't really be satisfying creatively. Yes, let me make an instructional guide where I just like read the wiki. I mean, I wouldn't do that, but I know that's like basically what a lot of guides are. They just read the wiki, but it's in video form, which like I think like there's room for that, but it doesn't satisfy me. So much to do, shame you're burnt. I just don't want to invest that amount of time, I guess. Back to play casually. There is no playing RuneScape casually. You must put in so many hours. And I just can't stomach being sat at the computer for that long. Meant not for content. But that's the thing, but I have no interest in it though. Might be do an updated runes guide. It's still on the table. Yes, but then I've heard someone say that like they said they might redo the ruins so that, you know, like how the archive system works for the lore update, where you go through a little portal that teleports you to another random spot in the archives. But they might do that before the ruins, and that will kind of be a huge deal. All the best. Take care. Thank you. Have fun sailing. There's blue mushrooms, but I don't know. The ruins aren't here. They're not going to be beyond that point. Oh boy. That's a lot of monkeys. But do you or anyone have a checklist of things to do by certain daytime seasons, like in a document? Not in a document, but you've done it so much that it's just in my noggin. So like usually like day 7, day 7, 8, you want to be like in the caves looking for the ruins. Depending which character, of course. With Winona, you have quite a, like Winona has Wanda has a bit set up, and also Winona. But Winona, it's so material heavy. So it's like a little bit delayed. Ideally as Winona, you just go gather a ton of stuff for like 3 days and then you're sorted for a while. But like, then you just miss Mooncauller's event. Which means you're doing Celestial Champion much later than day 30. I used to write up documents for my runs. Just to, oh wait, that might be a path. Just to remember what I should and shouldn't be doing by a certain time. Oh boy. Good beefalo. Smoking a blunt in the ruins would be chill. Don't do drugs, kids. One ruins entrance, please. Excellent. Where's my chair? There he is. No forgetting the chair today. What was nightmare phases? I think you just trip out and you'll become one of the nightmares. Man, I'm gonna be using a stale hand bet. Wow. Hello. Get them, Beefalo. We're gonna hold F really hard. Beefalo's so strong. All this nightmare fuel. Beautiful. Good job, Beefalo. Goodness. Goodness, a shark. So, nightmare phase will end in a second. Just have the rooks ram into everything, let them go crazy. Clockwork, Maxwell? I'm not sure. Oh, is this Agent Guardian? No, it's not. These nightmare creatures despawn so I can mine some stuff. Ow. Well, that's a lot of crawling horror as well. Oh, my Beefalo is hurting, that's not good. Oh no, it rammed into my station. I have to use the other one. Why is this Beefalo still, like, here? I mean, Rook, not Beefalo. So many night creatures. Nice. Poor Beefalo. Oh my goodness, the menopause. He's so far away. Man, I'm gonna have like negative weapon to kill this thing with. What about the cooldown for resummoning it? I don't know. I would assume so, but I'm not sure. You know, like Con Amulet and Star Coolers because I'm low on time. Oh my goodness, her being hungry is like such a pain. It takes 1,000 years to craft anything. craft Stockholm and go back later for AG. It's kind of really inefficient, but like I could, but I think I've got time for AG. Like once if it ticks day 11, like I still technically have time. Yeah, Moonstone event. It'd be inefficient because I have to like come all the way back here. He's really far away though. Readherence, yeah. This branch is quite deep, and this one is just on the opposite side. Wait, what? Oh yeah, okay, it's this way. Like, I'm gonna be grabbing Ancient Guardian's loot and then just teleporting out. How much faster are we talking? We're talking Celestial Champion first, get Enlightened Shot, kill everything. And then like the last thing you kill is like Scion in Second Autumn. Although I'm finding it quite difficult because you have quite a bit of setup with Winona to get the teleporters in time. And for that fact, I keep failing. What are you teleports for? Just for efficiency, you just set them up at the base of the caves to be able to teleport straight back. Then you grab it, take it to your base. And then whenever you do anything, you can just teleport back to your base, which is like super nice. And you can access it really early. Whereas like Wanda has to wait. I ignored chests, we do not have time. I have no confidence, I spent way too much time on the surface in this world. Ooh, I don't have a mag. That makes this even extra fun. Oh, I do have a Starcrawlers though. That is good compensation. .42 damage, baby. I forgot to bring meat. On failing college exams? Yeah, don't do that. That's why I picked. That's my thoughts on that. Don't do that. If you do, just study extra hard. And usually, if you fail exams, like they let you retake it in the summer, so you don't miss out on your next year of education. So you don't have to delay everything. Like, don't delay yourself a year. I delayed myself in a year in not university, but the step before that, and it was kind of out of my control. But yeah, so I was not like a year behind life, but I could have finished my education a year faster. Slash, what ended up happening is I finished the third year's education in like 6 months, and then the 6 months I spent just like gaming, I guess, I forgot, making RuneScape videos. So I guess that worked out. If I were to rewind time, I think the only thing differently I would do, right, is one, I took out student loan for my final year of uni, but then COVID happened, so like I stayed at home, so I didn't have any like costs. So I was like, oh, I'll just pay it back. As I paid back like a lot of money. Like, granted, it just got given to me and I just gave it back effectively. But like, huge mistake. Not a huge mistake, but sizable mistake. If I kept that money, I could have just, like, my repayments would be the same. They'd be the same amount, but I would have that extra money. And then after that, only mistake, not really mistake, but like the summers in between university, I usually ended up like falling backwards into relationships. Instead, I should have like traveled. Very efficient use of time to go traveling during your summers between university years. You can get so much traveling in. Usually, your university summer usually is like May till end of September. Like that's your like the summertime. It's quite a few months. I mean, I didn't waste them. I ended up doing something, but I didn't travel. Saw a Mullen come flying down from the ceiling. But otherwise, those are my two biggest, they're not quite regrets, they're just like mistakes in life. Those are like the only two I can really think of, so I've not got any major regrets yet. Oh, and also if I'm being real, again, not really a regret because you learn from it, but like be better at sussing out when a relationship is bad and then leave and don't waste each other's time. But again, not really a regret because like you learn from it, so oh boy, it's day 11. Amazing. Know how to do that until you've been through them. This is true. I mean, kind of. I think a lot of like bad relationships is just people being immature. They're just like not fully mentally there yet. When I say fully mentally there, I mean like they just haven't matured mentally. Not that there's something wrong with them, or that they have a mental like not like being manipulative or anything. B-Flow, we're on the clock, lad. It's time to go back to Bass. Hitless, by the way, yo. I need to take loans, but I might over the next 2 years. That's not good. Well, I mean, wish you best of luck. Finally, I can make a hand up. Fell behind and just haven't been able to catch back up. Oh, that's unfortunate. If you get sick or something, like that's just out of your control. Like you could say, just persevere and keep doing both at the same time, but like I've never been ill enough where I've been like fully debilitated for like more than, I don't know, a week. Yo, I got a mag anyway. I feel like Winona needs more food than Wolfgang does. I know, right? It's so annoying. Why are you not fighting a boss mounted on Beefalo? I could have, actually. The damage wouldn't have been that much worse. Yeah, I can to the bottom on the ground. I need to go to a station first, though. Because I need to make like a deconstruction staff and such. I don't even know if I have time. How much steel site do I have? I have enough, I suppose. I can make a new one. If need be. Born gaming? Hell yeah. Fill up the hungries. It's because with Winona, in the early game, I guess early mid game, you're just like crafting once in a while, and every time you do it, it just keeps draining your hunger. Because how her hunger works, as long as you craft, after consuming the hunger, if you craft again within a time period, like it refreshes the time before you need to eat again to have the faster crafting speed. So as long as you craft every minute or whatever, I forget what the timing is, then you only need to pay the cost once. But that is not what happens. Alright, now we hope there's a station nearby. I don't know though, because the other branch had the full station and it had a bunch of broken stations. This just might not have stations. Ooh. Oh my goodness, I'm so lucky. I mean, it's so good at the game. Nice. I don't know how deep into day 11 we are, so I might be about to get oofed. Oh, why am I so insane? Doing the standard route with bosses? Yeah, Celestial Champion first. Gonna be pause abusing, because I kinda need to. Alright, I think that's everything. Oh, it's actually too late. It's like the night of day 11. Yeah, I just took too long on the surface. I think I have to ditch the idea of getting the Portal Soul. I don't know. Yeah, way too late. There's no way. Moonstone is through like this, through a wormhole close by, but it's too late. I don't even know how I'm gonna defend the Moonstone. Womp womp is right. And we will get some water. A seed like Minecraft? Indeed. Do I want to do another run actually? Like 2 runs. I don't know if I want to. We're gonna do giveaway time, boys. night butt. Animal Crossing update. Oh, goodness. Sorry, I clicked on the wrong thing. Alright. Everyone, begin plinking. First prize in 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, come up! Only 6 people who said it, and Hadwix, you have got the first wiener. Would you like... Which backpack would you like? You can have Crab Pack, Deerclops Pack, Llama, or Magic. Not fair, the ads. Unlucky. It's alright, we'll do 3 minutes. Crab Pack, I got you. Ooh. I woke up at 6 today. There's your code, Hadwix. Congratulations on your Crab Pack. Next wiener, 3, 2, 1, kebab! Gabriel Pryal. Congratulations. 2001. There's no way this guy was born in 2001. Wait, if you were born in 2001, that means you're like 24. Oh no, I'm so old. I was, what the hell? Going to sleep now. I think I'm going to have a nice hot chockey and respond to messages and emails. No way, enough said subscribed. Thanks for the subscribble. Much appreciated. At the end of the stream as well. Much appreciated. Gabriel Pryal, you want Deerclops backpack? I got you. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a delicious hot chocolate. I might even bake cookies, maybe. Do I want to bake cookies? I could. Or I'll do that on the weekend, maybe. Yeah, hot chocolate just hits different, you know what I'm saying? Nice, cozy, frosty, nice, crisp. I do like a nice, crisp winter night. Bam. For you. Alright, last wiener, everyone get your plinks in. Thanks, you're welcome. Chalky milk, yes. Chalky milk. You know, we... down here in my... I was about to say the name of my property. Goodness, don't do that. Down here in Jexurus land, we have... milk is quite the delicacy. Because when I run out of food, I've ran out of food. There's literally flour and sugar in my cupboard. Like, stuff for baking. That's the only thing that's left in the cupboards once I run out of food. Not even tin stuff. I devour it all. Alright, here comes the last wiener. Kebab! Mojica. Congratulations on being the wiener. Which backpack would you like? Crab Pack, Deerclops, Llama, or Magic? We're kind of running low on some of the backpacks now. I still have like 30 prizes left. Magic, please. Absolutely. Oh, that's the your address. Oh, only if you send me pizza. No starter packs. No starter packs. And here is your Mandrake pack. Come on. Bam. Excellent. Good job, wieners. Tomorrow will I stream? Maybe. Dunno. Yeah, maybe. No guarantee though. Let's see, is anyone streaming that I know? I don't think so. Means I'm just going to just end after spamming some sound effects. Goodbye everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good day everybody. Hot Shocky.